And here's our first question. What are the goals both legal and non-legal advocacy in military justice? And do you see any differences from the goals of advocacy in the civilian justice context?
So, as a victim advocate, my goal within the military justice system is to return my client survivors, return their autonomy, provide them the opportunity to choose how they would like their journey to progress forward. And my ultimate goal is to get them back to a thriving state through resource management and medical and legal assistance.
And from a legal context, so in the National Guard, many of our survivors are going through a civilian criminal justice process because often the perpetrator was not in a military status where they would be subject to the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So this is actually very common. And what we find is that the legal aspect of the advocacy it's the same when we talk about some of the core things as attorneys. We're protecting the rights of privacy, protecting the right to be able to have a voice in the process on disposition. The big difference is that there are options in a military justice process that are not available for disposition in a criminal justice process. So our advocacy to command, because also in the National Guard, we don't yet have the Office of Special Trial Counsel, but for our active duty cases that we also are assisting survivors through where we have that, there can be other things that command has as options to take administratively prior to that process. So just like with the victim advocate, as Freya said, our goal is to help survivors know what their options are so that they can make informed choices about where they want to go so that we can be able to advocate toward those desires. My preference and our goal as attorneys in this process is not to make the decision of which path they're taking, but if a client has the information they need to make the right choice for them, I want them to be able to look back and go, I feel I had everything I needed to know, and I would have made the same decision with that same information. Because every survivor's path is going to be unique to what's going to help them to heal and get back to thriving.
Now, real quick, when we're talking about differences between civilian justice and military justice, the goals are absolutely the same. We're still looking on both sides, whether military or civilian, for survivor victim clients to become thriving in their new normal state. So we just go about it in different ways.